What's going on, Lucid fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So pretty exciting day for Lucid. I want to go over some of the data points, what's recently come out from the company itself, and what that does mean for Lucid bigger picture. Before I get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that, let's get right to it. So currently it is up 3.31%. A lot of eyes are on Lucid because 18.13 million shares have been traded. 23.9 is the average. So today is going to be a very heavy volume day. And you also have to factor in NASDAQ is down 1.47%. So the broader market is selling off. So Lucid is going against the grain of the market, so which is kind of a rare event. So this is a very exciting day in my opinion, largely because of the optimism around tomorrow about the unveiling of the AMP2 facility. So the opening ceremony, which is kicking off on Wednesday, September the 27th between 4 and 8. That is more local time, so in Saudi Arabia. So if you are trying to convert that, that is basically around 8 a.m. Central Time in North America. And I do anticipate most likely Lucid doing a lot of PR about this because I guess why the hell not, right? This is one of the biggest things for 2023 for Lucid, and they've been talking about this for a while now, since the tail end of 2021. So I think this is very much anticipated, and rightfully so. Like I've signaled, the AMP2 facility is going to be key for them to hit their 2023 targets and years down the line as well. So when it comes to the AMP2 facility, is also going to be reducing on cost for the whole infrastructure to be able to ship to Europe, around Middle East. So I'm very excited about the whole AMP2 facility. So hopefully Lucid does some PR, because at the time of doing this video, it's been a while since any PR has been coming out. No SEC filings, nothing like that. So hopefully Lucid does a very big piece about this. The only thing as well that's been coming out is good old 𝗪𝗧𝗛𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧, if I'm saying that right. So he does a quick intro video, roughly around 17 seconds. I just want to quickly play this for you and just talk on the relevance of this. So let's get right to it.
Hey everyone, the wait is over. Here I am, my first day of work at Lucid. I'm being brought on board as the Assistant Chief Engineer for Midsize. It's a director level role. Really excited to support the team here for what's going on in the future. Stay tuned for more.
Okay, so when it comes down to 𝗪𝗧𝗡𝗡𝗖𝗧, he definitely comes off as a very nice guy. Lucid investors really do want a lot more transparency from Lucid. So the fact that he's introducing himself on Twitter or X or whatever the hell you want to call it, I think it already shows that he is kind of more transparent than, I guess, the norm for Lucid. So that's definitely a move in the right direction. But even 𝗪𝗧𝗡𝗡𝗖𝗧 aside, even nothing wrong with 𝗪𝗧𝗡𝗡𝗖𝗧 on a side note, but even if you take him out of the mix and throw anyone else in there, I do feel that technically you still have the same level of reaction, positive reaction, because more specifically, they are hiring someone for Midsize, because that does show a level of at least attention coming from Lucid. So they are actually going to be focused on Midsize, meaning that the Midsize SUV potentially slated for mid-decade, so 2025, 2026, is getting the much needed attention that it does deserve. So once again, I think that is going to be a fairly good thing for Lucid, bigger picture, because as I've stated in the past, that midsize SUV is going to be able to piggyback off of the Gravity's success and be able to also capitalize on the lower price point. So I think that's going to be a win-win for Lucid. But when it comes down to 𝗪𝗧𝗡𝗡𝗖𝗧, it does look like he is coming from Monroe. So that's something just to kind of keep in mind. But starting off with some of the data points with options. So currently there is $775,000 in calls being purchased versus 1.14 million in puts. So unfortunately, based on this, people are still anticipating for it to trend down based on this. But if you are optimistic looking at the calls, it is anticipated to close between the 5 and 550 by the end of this week. If you are negative, it is anticipated to be sub $5, which it did unfortunately have a new 52 weekend all-time low of, I believe it was $4.97. So a little bit more of a quick sell-off when it comes down to that. But generally, this is where people are expecting it to be, is sub $5. So kind of different extremes, but no matter what, when it comes down to options activity, it does not move the stock price. It is just merely a sentiment. Keep in mind as well, I'm not a financial advisor, so you guys always do your own due diligence. So these are some of the transactions that did occur on the secondary market, over $100,000. So some pretty big ones. Even the day before, a lot of big transactions, and I do anticipate the volatility volatility and the overall volume just to increase by the later part of this week, because this is the last week for Q3. So that usually does mean that a lot of institutions and ETFs will be rebalancing their portfolios. So they'll be either increasing their position in Lucid or decreasing, but most likely, given Lucid's stock performance, they will be increasing. Just my own interpretation based on that. These are some of the transactions that did occur on the dark pool. Dark pool is very much linked to shorting, so I'll give you an overview of that, because I do feel hopefully with that whole AMP2 facility unveiling, and just maybe the months down the line, especially with the whole Sapphire and the Gravity launch, I do feel that Lucid does need to get rid of some of these shorts, so hopefully get them gone. But short score is currently 79, utilization is 94.66%, and as far as right now, shorts are increasing 1.41 million shares. So the way I interpret this information, the fact that they are increasing their position on a green day, it does go to show that they do not feel that it's justified. So they feel like Lucid should be going down with the broader market. But one thing that's always boggled my mind when it comes down to Lucid, even though they have amazing technology and are generally doing a fairly good job of production, probably not to where a lot of investors really want, but at least they're doing something. But right now, 27.17% of the free float is being shorted. 27% is crazy. Some vehicles or some companies out there have a lower short interest and produce absolutely nothing. So I don't know, maybe Lucid, before they started to produce any vehicles, pissed off some people and they have a vendetta against Lucid. I have no idea. That's crazy high. 224.85 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost to borrow average is 16.2%. And right here it does show the interactive brokers short availability, which does have around 850,000 shares available to be shorted. So shorts are kind of running out of ammunition right now. So let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments below. As far as right now, with it currently at $5.32, it is between this S3 and this S2. So $5.49 is going to be the next strong resistance. You can tell it kind of did get close to that, but not enough to really get over that, especially like I said, the broader market is not necessarily the best today. $4.85 is going to be that next strong support. So you kind of just have to anticipate that most likely we are going to be range bound between these 2 points, so this S3 to this S2, until there's either a good piece of news, meaning the whole unveiling tomorrow, to push it higher than this $5.49. So let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think that it is going to kind of break above this 550 tomorrow, or do you think it is going to push back down with the broader market? What's your viewpoint on all of this? Based on the momentum indicator, shows number of retail investors have been getting in, as well as institutions, so that's definitely an interesting thing happening. Stochastic is currently at 15, so considered very oversold, but there is a start to a nice bullish sentiment starting right now. So a lot of interesting things happening and a lot of good reasons to be very excited, whether it be through this whole AMP2 facility unveiling or whether it be Corey. So let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And one final thing I just wanted to share with you, take advantage of this promo. Only a couple days left up until September the 30th. Just sign up for an account with Moo, throw $100 at it, and you get 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So take advantage of this while you can. Link in the description below and also the comments. With that said, I appreciate you watching, and let's all make a lot of money on Lucid.